morning. This is Christiansen. I'm the author of the best-selling book, The Zigzag Principle. I'm really thrilled. It was such a beautiful day. I had to come outside in front of my office and just savor life for a few minutes. I grew up in a home, the oldest of four sons. My father was completely blind, and I never could have imagined the amazing world of opportunity before me. As I grew up, I learned at a very early age that oftentimes I had to just get in, grind, and make it happen. And I think that's one of the primary reasons that I wrote the Zigzag Principle. The Zigzag Principle isn't a book for those that have billion-dollar uncles that can hand them $10 million to start a business. It's a methodology for the average individual that they can take control of their life. Indeed, the concepts of zigging and zagging are so powerful, and they absolutely work. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not going to be some failures along the way. As a matter of fact, failure is part of the equation of being an entrepreneur. The key is it just helps you fail far more efficiently. One of the key teachings in the Zigzag Principle is this critical nature in which we blend our ingredients. The deliberate nature of zig number one, driving to profitability. Then zag number two, adding resources and processes. And then zag number three, driving to a scale element. My experience is typically entrepreneurs attempt to blend those in a different fashion. They want to hire a great big team, and then they instantly want to take their product to the masses. That typically results in a meltdown, causing a huge significant failure. Indeed, that sequencing is so important. If you take the time to set a smaller financial target but to drive to profitability, then take those resources and then with that define the processes of what worked and what didn't work. And then once you have that blended, then figure out a scale element. It just dramatically, in the long run, helps you succeed better, but it also helps you to be able to grow the business to a more significant level. I believe that you've just got to the zigzagging chapters, and now you're getting to the guardrails chapter. Indeed, the guardrails are some of my favorite portions because it is what helps you fail more successfully, and it also is what helps you get to success longer term, keeping you in bounds. The reality is all of our life is filled with zigs and zags. I love looking out my window here at that mountain right there. That mountain is called Mount Loafer. And each year I take my family and we hike that beautiful little mountain. As we're going up that mountain, we start on the back side, and the first half of the hike we're going away from the mountain. You don't see how you're going to get there even. But indeed, if you were to go directly through that mountain, there's a huge canyon. I don't even think it's possible to hike the peak. We live our lives in zigs and zags, and don't be ashamed to take a zig and a zag along the way. Even in larger businesses, we have to take deliberate zigs and zags around the great big caverns in our life. I'd also encourage you from a personal level, as you're dealing with your family or interacting with relationships, you don't always have to charge through it. It's okay to allow people to work through their issues bit by bit. Zigzagging is a natural, very sound principle in our lives, and I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you apply it. I promise you that will make dramatic impact, not only in your business successes, but also in your personal lives. Thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you in a couple of days.